Yeah, clearly I didn't listen to anyone's advice. I realize this is going to bite me in the ass, but fuck it. I'm not going to leave this undone. I'm going to fucking finish this. Even if it is with the easiest ending to get. Because that's pretty much how I'm going to do things. Yeah, I don't like it either. So as you noticed, I did a different run of the first level. Managed to get through without dying, so I have all 3 lives. And all the weapons except one. I kind of walked past it. Got pretty frantic for a couple seconds there. Before I move on, the shot types. Shot type 1, move and shoot. Shot type 2, stand still, and the D-pad, or in my case the analog stick, moves the gun. It's pretty good for vehicle sections, however, this is a platforming level, doesn't really serve much purpose. Yeah, when you're not trying to be fancy like I was last time, this section's pretty much a piece of cake. Much like most of the level sections. As I said, the focus of this game is really more on bosses than anything else. And wouldn't you know it, here's another one. Speak of the devil. So I arrived a few seconds too late, and they got off with the alien cell. I guess the game wouldn't have been too interesting if it ended right here, though that would have made a pretty interesting alternate ending, of which this game has quite a few. I'm going for the absolute easiest ending. The first one you can get, I believe. This guy is pretty simple. Just pops down, builds up a couple blocks that somehow are intelligent. Really just cling to this wall, shoot down the blocks, wait for him to pop down. Oh, and while you're fighting him, you probably wind up with an extra life. That's just kind of the way it works. Oh, by the way, the slide. It's a pretty good way to clear out some enemies. Just press down and jump, and you do a nice little slide, get you a bit of invincibility. Pretty great. Okay, so a couple days later, seems we've figured out who the hacker is. He's apparently the best guy on the internet. And he was after the cell for some reason. And apparently there's somebody working behind him. Yeah, you can kind of insert your own joke there. I'll save those for later. So his hideout's under a garbage dump, and my job is to go there and not screw up this time. It's kind of funny that his hideout's under a dump. I mean, he's a hacker. And of all the places a hacker would hang out, I wouldn't think a garbage dump would be the main reason, but hey, sure beats Smiles's basement. That'd be a really anticlimactic level right there. Yeah, you're supposed to keep an eye on the background in this one. Know when the lights are going to pop up. However, as you could probably guess, I'm more than a little rusty. And I didn't want to continuously save state and that sort of crap, so fuck it. One continuous, non-edited run. Got a bunch of robots bouncing through. Oh, and here's another little cool thing about this character that makes him incredibly broken. Yeah, the projectiles are bouncing right over him. He has the smallest hitbox of any of the characters, as far as I know, which is quite useful, especially when things get really crazy. Ah, damn it. That really would have helped me a lot. There's supposed to be a bomb in there. But we'll see how this goes. Hopefully that wouldn't screw me over. Okay, and he just completely shoots over me, jumps to the other side of the screen. Some kind of sentient trash monster decided to play jump rope with me or something. Yeah, this game doesn't exactly make a whole hell of a lot of sense most of the time. But I think the focus is really more on having gigantic explosions, stuff shooting at you, and all that other wonderful little stuff that we have going on here. yeah, these weapons aren't really made for the main level. Typically you resort to your machine gun for the regular enemies, and other stuff's really more for bosses. Although, in some cases, it's pretty good. So the obvious path here is to go through these Mega Man style boss doors and fight the end boss. But screw that. Let's go to a secret area. So apparently this guy's some kind of fight promoter and he wants us to fight in his ring. So what do? We fucking go for it. And with 3 lives, I might just be able to pull this off. That's pretty big might though. Seeing as I haven't played this in fucking forever. Ah. Yeah, I pretty much just screwed myself over right there. This game can be pretty punishing. Difficulty is supposedly one of the hardest in the series, although since it's mainly focused on boss fights rather than crazy levels, I don't really consider it to be the hardest. I would probably rank 3 as being considerably worse. However, that's not to say that this one is a complete piece of cake either. Plus, since it's mainly boss focused, you get to do a lot of crap like this. Sit here in the corner, and shoot, and shoot. And once that's done, just go for the mother. Yeah, there is some really bizarre crap going on here. So apparently, my boss fight just broke a hole in the space-time continuum or something. And some kind of weird-looking brain mutant is trying to kill me. However, I just beat it senseless. But being the gigantic idiot that I am, I followed it. And apparently went back in time. Yeah, it doesn't make any fucking sense. However, on the plus side, I apparently become their leader. I guess you could say I'm ruling them with an iron fist. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that pun either. So yeah, that's the end of it. That's the probably easiest ending to get. Maybe the second easiest. Depending on how you feel about the next couple bosses. However, that's probably the end of this one for the time being. Because God knows I'm going to have enough frustration with the main playthrough, which is that annoying as hell romhack. Cross your fingers, people. I have a feeling we're all going to fucking suffer like we have never fucking suffered before. Oh, I kind of wonder where he got all those skulls. This little back piece there. I mean, was he killing monkeys? I mean, didn't you hear about that whole don't touch anything when you go back in time thing? I mean, hell, he must have killed like 4 people there? I mean, fuck. What's that going to do with history? You know? Maybe he gets back to our time and the robots rule everything. Maybe the Nazis won World War II. Maybe this game was never made. Maybe there's some kind of grandfather paradox thing going on there. Oh well. Oh, so close to a good score there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 2. If only it was 5, 6. Well, that's the end of that. Fuck you all, and good night.